What if I told you that fear, doubt, and failure are all orchestrated by an invisible enemy? An enemy that lurks in your mind, subtly influencing your choices, keeping you from success. In Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill, the legendary author of Think and Grow Rich, uncovers the sinister force that holds us back, an entity he calls the devil. Through a daring and controversial conversation, Hill exposes how this force manipulates people into lives of mediocrity and despair. But here's the good news. He also reveals how to break free. This book is more than a self-help guide. It's a wake-up call. By the end of this summary, you'll have powerful tools to take control of your thoughts, eliminate fear, and unlock your true potential. Let's dive in. Section 1. The Discovery. The journey begins in 1928, during a time of great personal struggle for Napoleon Hill. After the massive success of Think and Grow Rich, Hill faced an unexpected crisis. Financial troubles, self-doubt, and overwhelming fear nearly destroyed him. Desperate for answers, he embarked on an intense self-exploration that led him to an extraordinary realization. Fear is not just an emotion. It's a tool used by a malevolent force he identifies as the devil. This revelation sets the stage for the book's most gripping concept, an imaginary interview between Hill and the devil himself. Hill questions this dark entity, forcing it to reveal its methods of control over humanity. The devil confesses that his greatest weapon is drifting, a state of mindless existence where people move through life without direction or purpose. Hill realizes that drifting is the root cause of failure. Those who drift, influenced by fear and societal conditioning, become puppets of the devil. But those who cultivate definiteness of purpose can break free. He begins to understand that successful individuals share one common trait: a clear vision for their lives and the courage to pursue it relentlessly. The lesson? Fear and doubt are not natural. They are implanted. To overcome them, we must become conscious of their source and fight against drifting. Section 2. The Power of Definiteness. Now that Hill has exposed the devil's tactics, he presses forward with the ultimate question: how can one escape his grip? The answer lies in definiteness of purpose. The devil admits that he can only control those who lack a clear purpose. Those who set definite goals, take decisive action, and maintain unwavering focus become immune to his influence. He describes successful people, thinkers, inventors, and leaders as those who resist drifting by, committing to a purpose greater than themselves. But there's a catch. The devil manipulates through external influences, education, religion, and even parents who impose fear-based beliefs on their children. Hill realizes that from a young age, most people are conditioned to accept limitations, reinforcing the cycle of drifting. He recognizes that breaking free requires self-awareness and the courage to challenge conventional thinking. The key takeaway: define your purpose with absolute clarity. A wandering mind is vulnerable, but a mind with a mission is unstoppable. Section 3. Fear, the devil's greatest weapon. If drifting is the devil's strategy, then fear is his weapon of choice. In this chilling section, Hill forces the devil to reveal his most effective tools of control: fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, fear of old age, and fear of death. These 6 fears keep people imprisoned in lives of mediocrity. The devil admits that fear is an illusion, a manufactured force meant to paralyze potential. Most people live their entire lives reacting to fear, staying in jobs they hate, suppressing their dreams, and obeying societal norms out of anxiety. But those who recognize fear for what it is, an artificial roadblock, gain the power to neutralize it. Hill introduces the concept of faith over fear. The moment an individual replaces fear with a deep belief in their own power, the devil loses control. He demonstrates how many of history's greatest figures overcame their fears by embracing faith in their own ability to shape their destiny. The lesson: Fear is the greatest lie ever told. Conquer it, and you break free from the devil's grip. Section 4. Habit, environment, and discipline. At this point in the interview, Hill exposes another critical truth. Our habits and environment shape our destiny. The devil acknowledges that he thrives in environments filled with negativity, laziness, and toxic influences. Drifters fall into his trap by surrounding themselves with people who reinforce bad habits and discouraging beliefs. On the other hand, those who cultivate positive habits, reading, disciplined thinking, and associating with like-minded individuals, develop what Hill calls hypnotic rhythm. Once positive habits are ingrained, they become automatic, leading to long-term success. Hill challenges us to ask, are my habits leading me toward my goals or away from them? He stresses that success is not accidental. It is the result of intentional, consistent actions that align with one's purpose. The takeaway? Your habits and environment are either your greatest allies or your biggest enemies. Choose them wisely. Section 5. Taking control. With the devil's secrets exposed, the final lesson emerges. Total control over one's own mind. The devil admits that the only people he cannot control are those who practice self-discipline, independent thought, and unwavering faith in their abilities. Hill describes the power of personal initiative, the ability to take action without waiting for permission. Successful individuals do not wait for the right time. They create opportunities. They question everything, think for themselves, and refuse to conform to fear-based beliefs. The devil acknowledges that he has no power over people who live with courage, purpose, and self-discipline. And with that, the interview ends, leaving us with one final challenge. Will you choose to drift, or will you take control of your destiny? Hill reminds us that the choice is ours. Either we become masters of our fate, or prisoners of fear. Conclusion. So, what's next? Now that you know how the devil operates, the real question is, what will you do about it? Will you allow fear to dictate your life, or will you take charge with definiteness of purpose? Napoleon Hill's message is clear. Success is not reserved for the lucky. It's built by those who break free from drifting and take conscious control of their thoughts, habits, and actions. If this summary resonated with you, I encourage you to dive deeper into Outwitting the Devil and start applying its lessons today. And if you found value in this audiobook summary, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. The choice is yours. Will you outwit the devil,